Hello everyone, and welcome to the return of the track guide. That is of course because we've got the Australian Grand Prix this weekend in Melbourne, and it is forecast to rain for both qualifying and the race, so we are doing it in the wet. So come around the final corner then, being careful on the throttle, not quite full throttle. As you can see on the left hand side there, we've got that display back once again to show my throttle and brake usage mainly. So using all the curves for to line that up for the gears, we're up into 7th gear. We're going to be braking just for the 100-metre board on the left hand side there, right down to 3rd gear. Clip the inside curb nicely, hard on the throttle, and use the outside curb, the exit curb there as much as you can. Using a bit more curves, about 25% or so, as we shift it through the gears between the two corners. Up in 7th gear then, we're going to be braking just after that flag board on the left hand side there, right down to 2nd gear and even 1st gear on this corner. So keep it nice and tight then, because this next corner is more important. Coming off the throttle, no brakes, just coming off a little bit. Run out as wide as you can, but don't touch that curb as it's a bit too big. Full throttle then all the way through this right hander here. 5th gear that one is, but up through the gears then for the end of the first sector, and just past the 100-metre ball on the left hand side there as well. We're braking right down to 3rd gear, cut the corner nicely but not too much, and once again run right out on the exit curb there. Up through the gears once again then, no curves usage for me between these two corners, but we're up through the gears, so we're braking just before the 100-metre ball on the left hand side there, right down to 2nd gear for this one. Once again clipping both curbs nicely and getting hard on the throttle on that exit curb there. So using about 25% of the curves then for the run between these next two corners as we come to the end of the second sector. It's going to be a fast right-hander, so we're going to be braking just before turning in. Really, there's not really a braking point. Right down to 5th gear, I missed my apex there a little bit, and that put me offline for the second one and maybe run out wide, but I've still just about managed to keep it on track. So using about 25% of the curves once again on the exit last corner, right through the gears again, so braking just before meet the Quatas ball on the right-hand side there. Right down to 2nd gear, run a little bit wide there, didn't mean to run that wide, but you need to get on the curb nicely. Had to correct a bit of oversteer, so just shift down into 4 for this next corner. Need to hold it a bit tighter than that and get on the throttle a bit earlier if you can. Right down to 1st gear then, once again clipping the inside curb there, not using all the track because we don't need to, because the exit of the final corner is more important than that. So full throttle then right out on the curb, so you can't quite get full throttle on that final corner, but you can get not far off it, using the rest of the curves to run to the line. And as always, the time isn't important, it's more about the lap. So there we go. I'll be doing a Melbourne race blog, hopefully on Sunday, if not Monday, so don't forget to stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.